Welcome to the Underrated Podcast. I'm your host, Evan Hayes. The Underrated is a podcast where we discuss underrated topics in our culture. We want to talk about things or bring perspectives that don't get enough love or attention that they deserve. We don't do any bulletin board material around here. This is a lifestyle podcast where we will discuss sports, music, life, or anything on our mind. And we embrace the unique and the underdog mentality. Let's get to it. Welcome to episode 2 of the Underrated Podcast. I am your host, Evan Hayes, and I have a very special guest in the building with me today. Y'all know I'm a sprinter, but I got to jump in the building. Like, jumpers don't get a lot of love, so I'm trying to give my boy some spotlight. Before I introduce him, let me list out some of his accomplishments. Y'all may know who he is. Last year, in 2023, he was the U.S. number 4 ranked in the triple jump outdoor. He was the U.S. number 3 triple jump indoors. When he went outside, he was a long jump U.S. number 14. And if a long jump, he was the U.S. number 7. A long list of comments. I'm going to try to get it right because he got a long list of them. 2022 long jump state champion. 2022 triple jump state champion. He was the USTF 2022 triple jump national champion. He was the 2022 Commercial Appeal Boys Track and Field Athlete of the Year. He was also the long jump champion 2023 in the state of Tennessee, and he holds a lot of state records in the triple jump outdoors, indoors, and he is the long jump indoor record holder for the state of Tennessee. My guest today, Mr. Zavien Wolfe, and he is most importantly a commit to the University of Georgia this coming fall. Welcome to the show, my boy. How you doing? Little dap up right there. How you doing, bro? Appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I say appreciate having me. Anyway, but yeah, how you doing, bro? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
You blessed?
Pretty good, yeah. Blessed and highly favored.
Yeah, I feel. How it feel to be like 2 weeks away from moving in? Being a whole college athlete, full time track. How that feel, bro?
Anxious. I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah, ready to get on to this new experience of life.
Yeah,
new chapter of life.
For sure. But first time away from home, though. How you feel about being that far away from home?
I think at first, like the first week or two is gonna feel kind of weird, but I've been farther away from home before. Yeah, so I don't think it'll be too much.
I feel you. But for the people at home, how old are you? How long have you been doing track, and what are you planning on majoring in college?
I'm 18 years old.
Okay.
I'm going to major in sports management.
Okay.
And I've been running track since I was 9, so roughly 9 years.
And so, did you kind of it was kind of like your first love? Did you play any other sports coming up, or just been track?
It's mainly been track. I played basketball once I got in high school, like 8th grade high school. So.
What about sports management? What made you want to go into sports management for a major?
So, one of my friends, I call him my brother. His name Elliot Warner. He attends University of Tennessee, Knoxville. He majors in sports management, and I kind of wanted to follow after that.
Okay. So besides like the pro track, because we're gonna get into that, like where do you want to see that sports management degree take you potentially?
Probably somewhere in coaching.
Okay.
I would say something in coaching.
For sure. You think you just have a love for it, you want to feed to the next generation?
Yeah. For
sure. And it's always good to pay it back. So as you know, Zay, if you watch for the people at home, the first segment of today is the mental health check-in, because we can't talk about anything unless I'm mental, right? We are big advocates over here at the Underrated for mental health, especially for Black men. I feel like we don't express ourselves the way we should. So Zay, from a scale from 1 to 10, how are you feeling mentally and why?
I would say an 8.
Okay.
It would be higher, but what kind of brings it down is the fact that I'm injured and I really can't do anything right now.
What you injured with right now, bro?
I have a strained quad, so I'm kind of recovering from that. But otherwise, I'd be 10 out of 10.
Yeah, because once you get to school, get a little more treatment down, you'll be good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, bro. For me personally, I'm better than 8 right now. I've been training this whole summer trying to get back healthy, and I'm finally feeling like myself again. Run the times that I want to. I've been doing this thing great for the people at Kazuki. Shout out to the people at Kazuki. And also been working here. And I say I'm doing pretty good. Everything ain't perfect, but I'm blessed to have breath in my body. So I feel pretty good, bro. And that concludes the first segment of the mental health. And next will be what's your underrated. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Underrated Podcast with my boy, my guest, one of the best jumpers in the country, Zavien Wolfe. And the marquee segment of this podcast is What is Your Underrated? This is a segment where we're going to highlight any person, place, topic, idea that we feel like should get the love and attention that it doesn't get, and we want to bring it to the spotlight, you know? So before I let my boy Zay take it, I'm going to give my underrated. My underrated today is kind of this dude right here. It's just like the whole don't start feeling yourself too much. You feel me? I still getting your Ted. Don't I've been knowing Zay for a little minute. This is my brother right here. But yeah, like just the fact that this guy is one of the best jumpers in the country. He has competed on the national level and done well. But just because he runs track or he jumps, he doesn't get the spotlight that I feel like he deserves. In comparison, if a guy from the city of Memphis, no disrespect to guys that play basketball, football, baseball, but if they were the number 4, number 3 guy in the country, they'll be getting all the publicity in the world. Everybody will know his name. He'll have 10, 15,000 followers on IG. Right. You know, the news be interviewing him and all that. Right. Like, I'm one of the best in the country, and you're a crab, you don't get that, you know? And I feel like that's one thing just in track athletes and just as localized in the city of Memphis, we need to change, you know? Yeah. Like, do you feel like you've gotten like the attention that you feel like you deserve warranted, like compared to other people in the sport?
Like compared to the other sports, no, but it's really not something that I seek for. Mm-hmm. If the attention comes, it comes. I'm really not an attention seeker. I just do what I do. If I get recognized for it, then it just comes.
Yeah, and that's the way you should go, and that's the best way to go about it. I know for me personally, if I was one of the best jumpers in the country, right, and I got homeboys that was maybe ranked 30th in the ESPN Top 100, mm-hmm, and they get more spotlight, I'm like, dang, what am I doing wrong? Yeah. You feel me? Right. Like, you went to a big school. For y'all don't know, he graduated from the Central High School, so you already went to a school with a lot of guys that play sports on the next level. Right. Like, you went to school with guys like Tyler Bird, Donovan Hunt, like, mm-hmm, guys that have played on this level. And I feel like they've got a little more spotlight than you did in your sport. Right. You know? And no respect to those guys, all love for those guys too. But no, a lot of people, at least in the city, aren't at the level that you at. Right. And you know that. But I still feel like it should still be an effort in the city to highlight those guys or girls that should, and that's putting in the work, and that's not causing issues in the city, because we both know there's a lot of issues going on in the city. Mm-hmm. You know, highlight those stories instead of highlighting who killed who, right, on the street, you know, right, or highlighting the same basketball, football, baseball people, you know. Right. And I feel like that should be one thing that could like really change, or should change, you know. But we gonna see how it go. Track and fields, we both know, has a long ways to go just in general. Yeah. Like, track folks don't get paid like that the way they should. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know why. I don't know, man. They don't get paid the way they should. But yeah, that's I feel like what my underrated is, you know. Of course, you're gonna talk on your own stuff a little bit, but I just feel like needs to give my boy Zay and the other people that's running track the love they deserve, because I feel like there's a lot of talent in the city of Memphis in track, and they're not getting the spotlight they deserve. So I'm gonna hand it to my boy Zay. Zay, today, what is your underrated today?
My underrated today, I would say, it's more of my frame. You know, my whole life, people kind of looked at me and they was like, oh, you know, this guy, he's probably not about to do anything special. And I come out and, you know, jump, 24 feet, 23 feet. And they're like,
so to brag, but talk your stuff.
Yeah, like, where did this dude come from, you know? And it's interesting because it's kind of like you've been taught not to judge a book by its cover, mm-hmm, but you look at somebody built like me and it's like, there's no way. Like, you know, that's kind of the first thing that popped me in the mind is like, there's no way this kid can do this and do that. Like, you know, the typical build of a jumper is, you know, they're tall and they look strong. Mm-hmm. So I don't fit the typical like model for a jumper, and I'm kind of breaking, and I'm starting to see more people that look like me that are doing good in the jumps.
Yeah. So. Is that something you had to deal with, like people directly saying that to you, and that's something like mentally you had to get over coming up, or is that something you just kind of just stayed in your own lane and kind of didn't really worry about it too much?
It's more of they wouldn't like verbally. It wasn't a lot of verbal. Mm-hmm. It was more of a you could tell by body language.
Yeah.
And like facial expressions.
So what point did you kind of start turning heads? Like people, instead of looking at you like, Zay ain't finna do nothing, like, oh, Zay, I gotta be on my A game because Zay finna jump out the pit, you know?
So it started, I would say, my 8th grade year, because I started out as a high jumper. Okay. So I was a high jumper, hurdler, and long jumper in middle school. Mm-hmm. And I kind of, you know what I'm saying, I qualified for state in the high jump, but it should have been hurdles and long jump. It was a bad thing.
Yeah, it was a bad
thing.
Yeah, everybody got their bad days.
So that's when it really started. And then, we had COVID my 9th grade year. Yeah. And then 10th grade I got hurt. So my 11th year was when I really broke out and I started to turn heads. That's when I won state and national championships and all different type of accolades. So yeah. That's really when I started.
So a lot of things happened in 2 years. How was it like? Because you said starting off, it was kind of a grind. Mm-hmm. Eighth grade year, you didn't do what you wanted to do. 9th grade, it was COVID. Everything was shut down. 10th grade, you were hurt. But there's a lot going on the past 2 years. Yeah. A lot of things been thrown at you. A lot of accomplishments down by your name. How do you stay like motivated to keep doing and keep striving to be the best jumper you can be, or the best Zavien as you can be?
It was hard.
It's hard. It's easy to get complacent.
Yeah, it was hard for me. I thought about quitting like during that time. Yeah, like I thought about giving it up. I'm not gonna lie. But what really kept me going is me having a confidence in myself and believing in myself that I could be something someday.
What made you think you want to quit?
Man, I just didn't like. So during COVID, when COVID happened, it put like a whole like block on everything. Yeah. Like, we couldn't go outside. Everything was closed. So, I was just kind of sitting around. So when I got back, I was like completely out of shape. And I was kind of behind the loop, And then my 10th grade year come around, I finally get to run again and I get hurt. Yeah. So I'm sitting out just the same amount of time that I was during COVID. Yeah. So it was kind of like
2 years you kind of sitting down the whole time.
Yeah, I'm sitting down the whole time. I'm like, is this a sign? Like,
you really to hang it up?
Is it time for me to stop? So it was just hard.
So did anyone, you said it's the confidence, but did any like a coach or parent or teacher, teammate kind of push you to get back to it? Or was it kind of like Zay was like, okay, you looked yourself in the mirror, like, okay, I need to like lock in, and
it was more of a me thing. Yeah. I had to self-reflect, kind of look at it like, is this something that I really want to do for the next 10, 15 years down the line? And once I came up with that decision, then I got back into it.
Yeah. And that's great. And I commend that for sure, because a lot of people, if you go through that much adversity, some people just like hang it up, they're like, hey, I'm gonna start hooping, I'm gonna start trapping, I'm gonna start doing, because we know a lot of dudes that they had a lot of promise, but because of some little bumps in the road so I commend that for you at all. So like, what point, because I know you actually was at the decathlete also, so what point, and you said you high jump, so when it comes to jumping, what point did you was like, the jump is gonna be my lane and I'm just gonna stick to that, or was that always kind of the plan?
So when I was younger, they kind of just, like, when you're in track and field and you're younger, you just kind of throw the kid into something to see what they like gravitates toward.
Exactly.
And I started gravitating towards the high jump because I was pretty good at high jump for my age. But then once I got to high school, it was really a coordination thing. I wasn't coordinated at all.
You was just tall and had long limbs.
Long, skinny, uncoordinated kid.
You know what you was doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So once I got into high school and I started finding that coordination, I started to get stronger and faster. And it was like, he can already jump high. Let's just try to put some speed with it. See how far he can go in long jump. So once they put me in long jump and I saw, you know what I'm saying, some type of potential, I started, flourishing there.
Yeah, for sure. So first off, which jump event do you prefer? And when did you make the decision okay, yeah, I'm gonna stick to long jump gonna be my baby, or the triple jump gonna be my baby?
Right.
Yeah.
I prefer the triple jump more only because I can understand it better.
Yeah.
It's easier to understand triple jump than it is long jump because you're just running and jumping.
Yeah.
On long jump.
Yeah.
Triple jump is it's series of techniques for each phase that you have to go through. As to when I decided that was going to be my event, I would say my 9th grade year.
Okay.
Because coming in, Coach Haynes, saw something in me.
Shout out Coach Haynes at Central High School.
Shout out Coach Haynes.
Yeah, the whole crew at Central High School, by the way. One of the best coaches in the city. But yeah.
He saw something in me for triple jump.
Yeah.
Because we had someone similar to me by the name of Elliot Barner. I mentioned him earlier in the podcast.
Yeah.
That did triple jump, but he was solely a triple jumper.
Yeah.
Coach Haynes, he wanted me to do high, triple, and long.
Yeah.
Because he saw that I had the potential in all three. So that's when I started kind of going more towards the jump. And then I moved towards decathlon my 10th grade year. Mm-hmm. Once I got stronger, because I got a little faster after, before I got hurt, I was, I got a little stronger and faster.
Yeah.
So he was like, we'll try you for decathlon, but unfortunately I got hurt. So we tried again that next year and I got second state.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For me personally, I started track a lot later than you. I only started picking up track in 9th grade year of high school. Right. And I was kind of like you. I was just trying to. I knew I was fast, but I didn't know if I was gonna be a 1, 2, 4 hurdler. Yeah. Try hurdles, didn't work.
Yeah,
too short for that. I knew I could run a little minute, so they tried to throw me in the 4 and the 8. Couldn't do that. Yeah. So when I finally found my niche on the 1 to 2, that's when kind of my 11th grade year. That's when I kind of found my little niche, and I kind of fell in love with it since. So my other question would be when you found out that the long jump and the triple jump was your event, was it kind of hard letting go of the high jump or the other things that you enjoy doing? Because I know you can do a good leg on the 4x4. Yeah. You can high jump, you can hurt a little bit. Was it kind of difficult trying to letting those things go?
It wasn't really difficult letting them go, especially not high jump, because high jump, it got to a point to where it hurt. It used to hurt my knee.
Hitting the pad.
Yeah, not even hit, jumping over the bar used to hurt. So I kind of had to take a break from that.
Yeah.
But I later found out what the problem was. But it really wasn't a problem letting them go, because I didn't find the same passion for those events as I did with long and triple. Yeah. Mainly because I was better at long and triple than I was at the other events.
Yeah. I
found more success in those than the other events.
Mm-hmm.
But the other ones, it was just I looked at it I told Coach Haynes this. I said, whatever y'all need me to do, I can go and do. It's not.
You just want to help the team.
Yeah, whatever y'all need me to do, I can go out there and do.
Yeah. I
have the ability to. So whatever y'all want me to do, I'll go do it. If I had to run the 800, I would have ran the 8.
You better than me, because I ain't running no 800.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I feel.
Them 2 laps hurt, bro. That 2 laps hurt, bro. But I see you Georgia'd out.
Yeah.
You Georgia'd out. You a Bulldog.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Yeah.
So I know you had a lot of offers on the table. We talked a little bit throughout that whole process. When I used to come back to see y'all practice and all that. And I was kind of surprised when I figured out he was going to SEC, because the SEC is a bunch of dogs. Well, no pun intended. Right. But like you getting thrown the sharks early. Yeah. So what made you decide on Georgia?
Man, it's a couple factors. So one was the location. My parents really didn't want me to be too far from home. Yeah. So I kind of took that into consideration. I didn't want them to be worrying about me all the time. Like, is he in good hands? Yeah. Can I come see him if something happens? Yeah. So Georgia's like 6 hours away. Like Athens is 6 hours away from it's not that Memphis. Bad. So it's that's one thing. And then another thing was kind of the philosophy of the team. Mm-hmm. They follow a similar team philosophy to Central. So that's kind of what I gravitated towards. Yeah. And then another reason was the jump coach. So I'm trying to think. It was a Vanderbilt meet. I think I had set it was my second meet of the year. Yeah, it was my second meet of the year. It was at Vanderbilt, and I had just set the long jump state record. Yeah. And the coach from Georgia, the jump coach DM'd me on Twitter, asking me if I was interested about the program. Like, not even 2 days. It was like a day after. Like the day after I jumped to 24.5. Yeah. He DM'd me the next day and was like, "Hey, nice PR. Would you be interested in learning about Georgia?" So we started talking from there, and then like that next, I don't even think it was a week. It might have been a week. That next week he came and he flew to my house, but he was at a meet in Mexico. So while he was in Mexico, he scheduled a flight to come to Memphis. That's crazy. Before he went back. That's crazy. So I was like, if he's going out of his way to do all of that, he really wants you. Exactly. So I was like, then he wasn't even he's a great coach. Yeah. Like he's the one that got Kyle Garland to set the Catholic record. Yeah, the Catholic NCAA record before it got broke. But
yeah, we don't talk about it. Yeah. We talk about it. He's the dude who broke it from Texas. He's still a dog, but Kyle Garland, that's our boy. Yeah. But yeah. For sure. But yeah, that's those are the three main factors. And Coach Carroll's a coach. Yeah, of course. So. She's a legend. She's a legend. Yes. So was it? So it sounded like the decision wasn't too hard. Nah, it was kind of easy once he flew from Mexico to. He was like, okay, he kind of got me in the bag.
When he came that far, or when he went out his way to change his schedule and
to really do all that, get a home visit. A lot of athletes don't get home visits.
Exactly. So I was like, he doing all that for me, might as well,
Yeah, and that's what's up, bro. You always, for all the college athletes out there, you always want to go somewhere where they want you. Like, you don't always got to go to the big name. You want to go to a coaching staff that believes in you and that's going to maximize your potential. And I am confident that the coaches at Georgia are going to do the same thing for my boy Zay. Well, my other thing would be, like, we've listed your accomplishments. We listed the record that you got. Like, how does, like, you can talk stuff. I know you're a humble dude, but, like, how does it feel, like, just to know, like, most of these boys out here can't mess with me, and I got my name in the record book for as long as I kind of want it to be. Right. Like it got to feel good a little bit.
Yeah, bro. It does. It feels good. I don't want to sound like that.
But I kind of talk your stuff a little bit.
I kind of expected it.
You was like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah, like after my junior year, I kind of expected it because I know how I work, how hard I work. I'm a hard worker. So anybody could tell you, any of my coaches could tell you that. Like my basketball coach told you that, and I wasn't even, like that in basketball for real. Yeah. But I kind of expected it. I told this is a true story. Okay. So it was I think this is before state. It was either before state or sectionals. Me and Coach Haynes, he used to kind of call us down to the gym and break down everything to see like how we would feel if this person was in this event and this person was this and that for for the max amount of points and stuff. So we was talking about that, and I turned to him. I said, Coach Haynes, I'm not leaving until I get a school record or a state record. I told him that. I told him that my junior year before I jumped 47 anything.
Yeah.
I told him that right then and there. I said, I'm not leaving this school until I get a school record or a state record. I told him that. He could tell you that.
You just called a shot.
Yeah.
You called a shot.
So I had confidence in myself.
Yeah. I know for me personally, it took me when I broke my school record in 2 and I won. It took me a little minute to like really like hit me like, dang, you really did something good. Like it really did hit me until first it was my signing day when I signed a Milligan. When I actually signed the letter of intent, and then on state when I was on the podium for the 2, I was like, okay, I can breathe a little bit, you know. But you done more than me, so I can imagine like how do you balance like did you have moments like, okay, I'm actually doing something a little bit, or it still hasn't really hit you like all the stuff that you've done like in the state of Tennessee?
It still hit me. To this day, like the crazy thing is that the main thing that still hits me is like, so at sectionals, right?
Yeah.
I broke for one, let me rewind. I didn't know that I was gonna be that good that early, like this early
so
this
year.
So
surprised you a little bit.
Yeah. So when I PR'd by like 2 feet, my first indoor meet, I was like, whoa. Like I didn't. That. Yeah, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Yeah. So that was the first surprise, and then my second shock, the second big shock was so I broke the triple jump state record at sectionals, right?
Yeah.
I came back, so it was 50 feet 8, right? 5. I'm trying to think when decathlon was. It was like a week later.
If y'all don't know, like sections of decathlon in Tennessee are like terrible because they're all like back to back, and like if you're doing it decathlon like Kim, you get like you have sections decathlon, then state, and then all that. So it's rough. So he's trying to do the timeline for you, but just I know he was tired, but
so sectionals decathlon was first, and then we go to sectionals like 4 or 5 days later.
Yeah.
So at sectionals, I broke the state record with a 50 foot 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 4 or 5 days later, after sectionals, I go to state decathlon and I jump 50 foot 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that like I would have broken the state record twice in less than a week.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then
that's a lot of jumping on your legs too.
Exactly,
that's a lot of jumping on your legs.
So then that 50 foot 7 was actually the state meet record. So that's the state, like the state meet record is 50 foot 7.
Yeah.
So the fact that I did that in that short amount of time, it kind of shocked me. I was like, okay, I'm
doing some kind of crazy.
Exactly, that was kind of crazy. And then at state, I was actually jumping on patella tendonitis. Like you see any picture of me from state, you see I have like 6 layers of tape taped around my knee. Yeah, 6 layers of KT taped around my knee, and I still jump 24/7, which would have tied the state meet record. So which is tough. Which is crazy.
He's tough, bro.
When you think about it, that is actually crazy.
Yeah, and I bet you was like, dang, like I'm doing something kind of crazy.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way I did all of that in that short time, and I did that with my knee busted up. And
so now you know if you get healthy, it could be something crazy when you get to Georgia. All these raps.
Oh yeah, I already know when I get healthy, it's gonna be. Is he
gonna have to see you?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure that. Well, dang, Zay. Well, to let y'all know he's tough. More of the story, he's a tough dude, bro, and he's doing his thing. Well, that wraps up segment number 2 of What Is Your Underrated. Basically, that boy's underrated. Put respect on my guy's name. Put respect on track athlete's name in general.
Yeah.
Because them folks don't get paid enough or get enough attention they deserve. And we will be right back with a little sports talk in the shot clock. It's going to be a little different, though. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Underrated Podcast. We've had a pretty good talk with my guest, Mr. Zavien Wolfe. So now we're going to give a little sports talk. This is called the shot clock. You know, this will be from the segment from 8 to 24 minutes. We'll be talking about sports. And of course, 8 to 24 is for the late, great Black Mama himself, Kobe Bryant. He was a big inspiration for me, as is a lot of kids in our generation. So I want to honor him in my own little way. Normally we'll talk about basketball, football. We'll get to that maybe a little bit later, but we run track. So we gonna talk about the World Athletics 2023 World Championships coming up in about 2-3 weeks in Budapest, and we're gonna give our predictions for not all the events, but like most of the sprints, jumps, relays, because a lot of people don't really know. They don't really know what's going on. We want to give our little expertise that we got on it. So men's 100 been kind of shaky this year.
Yeah,
it hasn't been as fast.
It's not. I think 10A is like the fastest.
Yeah, like Ferdinand Omayala got the word. Yeah. No, Zarnell Hughes. He ran 983 a few weeks ago. He broke the GB record, which is great. But like last year, Fred went 9.7 twice by this time last year. Yeah. I don't know what's up with the 100 being, because the 200 is fast.
Yeah, it's pretty fast this year. It just got fast.
Yeah, like it just got fast when Tobago, and we'll get into that. Yeah. But I don't know why the 100, but either way, I'm still, even though Fred hasn't looked the best, I'm still going with Fred.
Yeah, I'm going with Fred.
Okay, we on the same page on that. I'm still going. Okay, Fred kind of disappointed me in the 2. He didn't make the 200 team.
Yeah, he didn't make that.
I don't know what was up with him in the 2. Like, he was looking unbeatable all year. Yeah. But I still feel like he knows how to run rounds the right way, and I still feel like he's still the favorite. Mm-hmm. But honestly, I feel like Christian Coleman can get him. I feel like anyone in the country, anyone in the world that can beat him, I feel like it's Christian Coleman. Yeah. Like I just think Fred, his race pattern and how he gets when he gets to top speed, it's over. You feel me? I don't think Noah can do anything in 100 like that. He may get a medal, but I feel like anyone beats Fred, it's gonna be Christian Coleman. I feel like if he gets that in front of Fred in the first 60, he can maybe hold him off, but I can't really see that many guys competing with Fred when he's working at top speed, So what you think about the one right now?
Yeah, I got Fred as my top guy. Keep a lookout for Hassan Masenga. That's my guy. My guy, dark horse.
He's still 18. I just don't. I don't think they don't know how to run rounds, bro.
He just ran.
I know he just ran 989.
He just legal.
Finally. Like, that's crazy, but like that's one race though.
Just keep a lookout for him.
I don't think he's gonna make the final.
Okay. Oh.
I don't think he's gonna make the final. Bold. He gonna make the final, bro.
Bold.
Because a lot of high school kids don't know how to run rounds, bro. And he's had a long season. He's had a long season, bro.
The high school kids so far, they didn't beat they said that about Aaron Knighton.
Yeah.
And guess what? He medaled at World.
He did medal at World. But think about Aaron wasn't running as much as Assam was. Aaron ran maybe like 4 or 3 pro races before USA.
He went pro though.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Assam, like he was still in class this year. Like he was in class.
He's coaching Olympian.
That's true, but think about it. You know when we start, he was training all, and he didn't run. He ran indoor, ran all the indoor season, ran all the outdoor season, outdoor state championship, and then that he going to his South African championships, and that's a long time, bro.
Like,
that's a lot of running. And then he did New Bass Nationals too.
That's fine.
That's a lot of running, bro.
That's fine.
That's a lot of running.
With all of that running, he still went and did 9.8 and 20
Anyone can feel, not anyone, because of course this is world class speed we're talking about. But a lot of guys can get up and roll out of a lot of pro guys can roll up and run 20.1.
Assam Masenga's gonna get top 6 at Worlds.
No, bro.
Mark my words.
Top 6 is crazy.
I'm gonna play this back. play this back after Worlds.
Top 6 is crazy.
Assam Masenga is gonna get top 6 at Worlds.
He's not making the final.
He said he's not gonna make the final. He's gonna get top 6 at Worlds.
He's getting put out in the second round.
No.
He's getting put out in the second round.
Assam Masenga.
Nah, buddy.
Is gonna place top 6 at Worlds.
Assam, he can roll both of us. He's fast, but I respect the dude. He gonna be great. He is great.
He gonna run 9.8 again.
He's not running 9.8.
He's gonna run 9.8 again when legal.
He may run, because that's his first time under 10 legally, bro.
That's fine.
So think about it. He just felt good.
It's third, fourth race at 9 though.
Yeah, illegally. His first sub 10 legally, so his body don't know what it's like to run it.
What are the high schoolers you done run at 9?
Not a lot.
Illegally. No. It's only one other that ran it illegally. He's the first to run it legally.
Yes. But anyways, we're gonna get to the 200.
Yeah.
200, I feel like it's a way deeper field, but I feel like the favorite is Noah Lyles.
Noah Lyles is gonna win.
He's gonna win it. Okay. The question is, we both have Noah Lyles. He's the world lead. I read some the other day. He's the first man in history to be the world lead for 6 straight seasons.
That's crazy.
From 2017 to 2023, he's been the world lead. That's crazy. Yeah. 2018 to 2023. That's the world. But who think can give him a run for his money though?
Same person that just gave him a run for his money not too long ago. Tobogo, yes.
You feel like
that is the only person, the only dude in the.
You don't think Kung Fu Kenny or Arian can?
No,
bro, that's crazy.
Nah,
that's crazy.
No,
that's wild.
Tobogo has a better chance of the two than Knight. That's
Tobogo has
spicy take.
That is very because Arian has proven that he's a consistent sub 20 guy.
Right.
Because in same thing with Kung Fu Kenny. Right. This is one of, even though it's a really 19.5 is crazy fast, but like he hasn't shown that he can consistently run.
That's the thing.
Sub 20 in a championship setting.
That's the difference between Tobogo and Knighton. If Knighton doesn't have a good curve, the rest of his race is done for. Yeah, Tobogo, if he has a bad curve, he has makeup speed. Yeah. You saw what happened in that race.
Crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying. You're not allowed to do is gain on Noah Lyles.
Exactly. He was gaining on Noah Lyles.
Not in the straightaway. Not allowed to do that.
So that's really the only person I see right now.
Well, I respectfully disagree with that. Tobogo. I am still booking on. Honestly, I think Zarnell Hughes can do something. Yeah, honestly, I feel like because I don't feel like. I feel like the 1 is just so open, anyone can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I feel like the 2, if he figured out his 2, because he's gotten fast progressively the whole year. Like almost every race he's PR. Right. I feel like he can really give Noah a run for his money if he has a good race, good lane and all that. Because I feel like Arian and Kung Fu Kenny, like I feel like they're great, but I feel like it's like Noah and them.
Yeah,
I feel like
he in a stratosphere
of his own. You know, but if I had to bet like a dark horse, I'll say Zarnell. To be real with you, like I feel like he's been looking good all year, and sometimes he hasn't been pushed. Like he ran like that 97.3, he ran that and got there because that race was something crazy. But like all GB, when he's raced against the top guys, if he hasn't won, he's came in the top 3 a lot. So like he beat Christian Coleman, he's beat Oblique Seville, like he's beating a lot of guys this year. So I feel like, and he's playing with house money. No one really expects him to. Now he's on the scene. Now he's been pro for a few years, but now he's like on the scene to like do what he got to do. Right. So I feel like that's my guy. Besides Noah, obviously, men's 400. We're finna get to the women's after this. I got Wayne Van Niekerk.
Yeah, I was about to say Wade.
He's coming back.
Yeah, he's about to make a comeback.
Like he ran 44.1 this year. Yeah. No, like 44, and that was easy. Like
easy.
Like I feel like Vernon Norwood can give him.
Vernon Norwood is a.
I feel like he's a sleeper. I feel like he can give him a run for his money. Who do you think could give Wayne? Because I feel like it's closer, but I feel like Wade's kind of still in the league.
Yeah, I would say Wade in a league of his own, but I would say. Don't sleep on Buddy from Florida. That ran the 4.
Ryan Willie,
yeah.
He didn't make the team. Wait, did Ryan Willie make the team? I don't think
he made the team. He got 4th.
Yeah, but he's in the relay pool, but he's not on the team.
Relay pool, yeah. You're right.
Yeah. If he high school.
If he would have made it.
I'm saying high school and collegians, it's very hard for them to perform well in championships because they've had such they don't train a peak. Yeah. That time they peaking for NCs. Yeah. That's why I don't think Osama Singh don't do anything. But
Osama Singh is gonna play 6 at Worlds.
But I just don't think. I think it's just Wade, and I feel like Brandon or Bryce Dedmon could get him.
Bryce Dedmon. Ooh, I forgot about Bryce Dedmon.
I feel like Bryce Dedmon could be up there too.
Okay.
But those are mine.
Yeah.
I feel like those are really the only guys that they can really. All right.
We got about similar.
Yeah. 110 hurdles.
It's not even a question. It's not even a
the
question.
Flamingo.
Exactly.
Grant
Holloway.
Mike Holloway's son.
The greatest.
Okay, hold up.
Track and field athlete.
Hold up.
Of all time.
Okay, now you're doing a little
Think
much,
about
bro.
this. Who else?
I know he can do the 4x4, 4x1 long. I know that.
Who else has won the 60?
He was in college.
Exactly.
He was in college.
Great, like I said, greatest college athlete.
You didn't say college. You said athlete though.
Greatest college track and field athlete of all time. Nobody else is running a 60. Nobody else is gonna jump 27 feet in long jump.
True.
Nobody else is gonna run 12 seconds in a 110 hurdles.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is gonna come out and split a 46 on a 4x4.
True. And do a 4x1 leg.
Exactly.
He
jumped 7 feet in high school. Y'all didn't know that.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't know that. He jumped 7 feet in high jump in high school.
He did.
Come on now. That's no hand, bro. He could have did decathlon. He could have did decathlon if
he could have. Probably greatest collegiate athlete. Yeah, he did win the Bowerman.
Bro.
He did win the Bowerman.
Come on, bro.
He did do everything.
He scored like 30 40 points by himself in college.
He did the 4x1.
It's easier in high school. in college?
4x1, because he was a big reason why Florida has so many national
championships.
That's
what I'm saying.
like, when I think about
That's what I'm saying. You
made me on to something when I think about
it. That is the guy. That is the guy.
Him.
Yes.
He's him. Okay. Besides Grant, I got Randall Parchment.
Cordell Tinch.
No, what's up with you in collegiates, bro?
Tinch.
What's up with you in these collegiates in high school,
bro?
No, bro.
Tinch has been on a tear this whole year.
Yes, he ran 296. I understand that.
And he hasn't even been running a lot of races. He probably ran like 5 races this year.
Yeah, he ran like a few races outdoor because he won his conference meet and then he chilled and then he went to USA.
Come on now.
No,
bro. It's gonna be Grant and Cordell. Promise you.
So you think he gonna beat Parchment? Think about Parchment last year. He got a vendetta because he got hurt during the final last year.
He did get hurt during the finals.
So he didn't get to defend his title.
Yeah, he gonna have that chip on his shoulder.
Exactly. If he get hit, bro, I'm telling you.
Cordell, he just been on the rise, bro. Like,
I just gotta see it first. Like, some guys gotta be able to run around.
Right.
But we gonna go. I got Parchment. He got Cordell Tinch. I hope Cordell, because he's a great story.
Yeah.
He
great
almost
story.
quit. He was selling phones like 2-3. Now his mama got him back into running track.
Right.
So great. I hope but would I bet my money for him to get a medal? No, I would not. 400 hurdles. Rob Benjamin. Rob Benjamin finally gonna break through. I'm calling it now. He's finally gonna break through. He's been getting second to Warholm for since Tokyo, bro. Really since World Championship 2019, honestly. I feel like it's finally a year. He looks very good all year. I feel like this is finally a year where he breaks through and finally gets his gold medal.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
Ah, dang it.
Warholm, he's an animal.
He is.
Like he's a beast.
He is.
There is no come on, bro. 45 in the bro.
45 and 40 hurdles is crazy. I know a lot of dudes is not running that in the flat.
Bro.
The hurdles is crazy. No, I understand that.
Come on, bro. It's like I just can't go against Warholm.
He got a target on his back. Bro.
I know it.
Rob Benjamin coming for that man.
It's just, bro. I just can't bring myself to go against Warholm. It's just I just think you look at people, they different. Good. Like you look at him, he's crazy. Yeah, he got it's
something up here.
Yeah, exactly, right. Bro. It ain't he's a beast, dude.
Yeah,
I can't go against Warholm.
All right, I understand. I respect it, but I hope Rob Benjamin,
of course,
puts down for the hometown. Now we go to the women's side. We're gonna go a little overtime, but it's all good.
That's fine.
Women's 100. We have a different take on this. I think Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price is going to get her 6th world championship in the 100 meters because I think she's unbeatable in world championship settings, but that's just me, though.
I'm going to have to go Sha'Carri, man. Sha'Carri Richardson. She coming back fresh off suspension.
Very true.
Come on now. What she run? 10.7?
She did multiple times. She ran 10.7 multiple times this year.
Multiple times.
Legal. And she ran 10.5 illegally.
Now, her last... She was undefeated up until her last race.
Yeah, I feel like she's a little fatigued. Though.
But yeah, she ran like three races, three meets back to back.
And then she ran 6 races at USA and then came... Yeah, so I understand that.
Now she finally getting her rest. Oh, buddy. Don't surprise if
Shelly-Ann is...
Don't be surprised if you see a 10.6 come out of Sha'Carri.
You understand Shelly-Ann doesn't lose in world championships, bro.
But it's Sha'Carri... you haven't seen... She hasn't raced Sha'Carri when she had her top.
She hasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
But Shelly-Ann doesn't lose. She knows exactly how to run around. She knows exactly how to train her season peak at the right time.
That LSU Sha'Carri coming out, man. that freshman season LSU Sha'Carri coming out.
Yeah, was different, bro.
That Sha'Carri coming back, man. I'm telling you.
Honestly, I hope Sha'Carri wins because she's looked great, and I love her to death. I think she gets second to to Shelly-Ann though.
Bro, I'm telling you.
She did think about this for Sha'Carri. This is a new this her stage to coming out part. This ain't nothing for Shelly. This is another day at the office for her.
Yeah.
She's done this five times, bro.
Right.
That's thing for Warholm. You've seen Warholm be different.
True.
Shelly-Ann has done this 5 times, bro.
True.
And she's going for 6 at this point.
You're right.
I think Shelly Ann.
Shakira just.
I hope Shakira, but I got Shelly Ann. Women's 200. I want to say. First, I wish Abby made the team, but Abby was hurt all year.
Oh my God! I wish Abby made it.
I wish Abby Steiner made the team, but she wasn't healthy.
That would have been my bet if Abby would.
Yeah, honestly, because Abby was going different last year. But I got Sharika Jackson out of Jamaica. She ran 207 this year. I don't think anyone's in her stratosphere right now. I wish Gabby or Sha'Carri was in Gabby Thomas Sha'Carri. I feel like Sha'Carri can get a medal. I feel like she'll get third at best. Third in the 2.
Sha'Carri get top 3.
I feel like she's getting third at best. I feel like she's not touching Gabby Thomas or Sharika, but I feel like Sharika got the 200 on lock. What about you?
I say Gabby. You know what I'm saying? She had that. You know what I'm saying? One hell of a race at USA's. Yeah, that 21.6.
Yeah, that was tough. Yeah,
amazing race.
Yeah,
I feel like she'll come through the round. She'll run the rounds right. And it'll be close. I'm not gonna say she's just gonna flat out beat her.
Yeah, but
it'll be close between her and Sharika.
Honestly, this is what I'm gonna say. I feel like with the women's too, I feel like one of them's gonna beat the world record.
Oh,
I feel like one for them because if they run the rounds the right way and they feed off each other, I feel like one of them's gonna break the world record. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I'll bet be Sharika, but I would not be surprised if Gabby breaks the world if they're like in the same race together. I feel like one of them's gonna break the world record.
It's gonna be hot. Women's 200.
Like I feel like the women's side, we'll get to the hurdles again, but I feel like the women's side this year has been like way more like way more entertaining than the men's side because it's been so deep in so many events. Right. You know, like we ain't even mentioned Ty Lue in the women's 100. Like she been running 10-7.
Ty Lue was running 10-7.
Yeah,
bro.
like I she could win it. Like I feel like that's a legit. Like let's the 100. I feel like there's a legit like 5 women could do it, or like 4 women. You could do Sharika Jackson, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, Sha'Carri, Julian Alfred, and Ty Lue.
Yeah.
That's 5.
I forgot about Julian.
She hasn't lost all year. She hasn't lost all year.
I forgot about Julian.
She ain't lost in the 100 all year.
Yeah.
She took 1 L in the 200, like last meet that she was at.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like the women's side has been very, very entertaining this year. But yeah, women's 400. Who you got? I know what I got. It should be easy. You shouldn't be thinking this hard about it.
I mean, I'm not, bro. Sydney finally getting the groove, so I'm gonna go with Sydney.
Yes,
like she's finally getting in the groove.
She's running 47.
Yeah,
she's gonna run 47.
She finally getting the groove of running her race. Like at the beginning, you know, people was like, "Oh, first race of the season, she's gonna break the record."
22.4 the first 2.
Yeah, I know.
She got it all super fast.
I was like,
she ran 22.4 for the opening 200. That's crazy.
I just feel like it's a bunch of, I wouldn't say unnecessary, like uncalled for hype. Like,
yeah,
you know, yeah, she's the record, yeah, for the 400 hurdles, yeah. But it's like the 400 hurdles and the 400 is a different race. Yeah, they 400 hurdlers even say that the 400 hurdles is easier than the 400.
Yeah.
So to say that she was gonna come out and break the 400 world record her first race was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But she finally getting in a groove, so that you know she'll run something fast at work.
Yeah, but I feel like she got the 400 on lock. I feel like I would say Britton Wilson. She's had an also long collegiate season,
very long season,
and she was doing 400. She was doing the double. She was doing the hurdles, and so yeah, I'd love to see her. I feel like she can get a medal, but I don't think she's getting 110 hurdle. This has been the best event all year.
Yeah,
100 hurdles. Like this has been the best, in my opinion. The women's 100 hurdles has been the best event all year.
What you got?
I'm still between Kenny Harrison and Nia Ali. They both been going stupid, bro. And the girl in Nigeria, she got suspended. I would pick her, but she's got suspended. So I hate that she got suspended. Where they be tripping about them drugs. they be tripping, bro. Anyway, like I'm gonna say Kenny Harrison because she's the world record holder. Just because she's the world record holder.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kenny.
Like Nia Ali's looked great this year. She won USA's. Like Nia Ali, she looked great, but just because Kenny, I feel like Kenny just has another gear. I'll just say Kenny, but it's like super duper close.
Be on the lookout. I'm not gonna say she's gonna you know what I'm saying, get up there.
Yeah.
But Masai,
I hope she
she
does.
got that fire under her now.
Yeah, like she's a dog.
Like she went 2-3 years back to back getting runner up at NCAAs. To think that she don't have something like a fire lit under her now.
She hasn't had her breakout race yet.
Exactly.
Like she's the outdoor record holder for NCAA's 100, and then she's the indoor 6-meter record. But she didn't win Natty's indoor. She didn't win Natty's outdoor. She was getting second, third.
Exactly.
The only thing she's won was USA. I mean, was SEC. She won SEC's indoor. But the fact that she still came and made the team, I commend her. I personally think that I feel like she gonna be like an Alicia Johnson last year, like mess up in the semifinals. Like I hope she doesn't. It's just after a long season. I feel like that may catch up to her, and she still doesn't know how to run rounds properly yet.
Yeah,
because she showed that in college. Like she runs super fast, like in the semis or like in the pre. But when it comes to championships, she may not. She'll be up there, but she may not.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I hope so though.
She might turn some heads at Worlds
for sure. 400-meter hurdles. Femke, yeah, forgetting about
like Sydney not in the race no more.
Yeah, like she prayed to God that Sydney switched to.
Femke has free reign to do whatever she wants now.
Yeah, but since I got the jumper here, I'm gonna stay out of this one. Long jump, triple jump, men's and women's. Who you got?
Long jump men's. I forgot what country he's from. I hope I'm saying his name right. It's Tentaglu. Something like that. He got like the funky like running in the air. Be
swimming in the air like real talk. Yeah.
That's what I got for men's long jump. For men's triple jump, man,
it's a lot of people. It's deep.
I'm stuck between two.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm stuck between three actually.
Okay. Who are those three?
It's Pedro Pichardo.
Okay.
Zongo.
He's a dog.
And then Jaden Hibbert. Them the three.
Yeah, from Arkansas. Shout out Jaden, by the way. He's a friend. Shout out. On the spot, what you got?
I'm gonna go Pedro.
Pedro.
But if it's not Pedro, it's gonna be Jaden.
Okay.
If it's not Pedro,
after a long season, Jaden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's, bro. You don't find natural talent like that.
Yeah.
Very often, especially for triple, especially for the jump.
Yeah.
You don't find it like that.
For sure. Before we got here, and we're gonna do the relays, women's long and triple. I know I got Tara Davis.
Yeah, I got Tara Davis, man. Tara Davis, she's just been on this whole year.
She shows up for the championships. She shows up for the championships.
She been on one this whole year.
Yeah.
She posted on Twitter recently. She was like she wanted the world record. So that's kind of something she's shooting for. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if she come out there and jump like 24.
24 is crazy.
Yeah.
24 is crazy.
So that's what I got. Tara. I got Tara.
What about triple jump?
Triple. I can't beat Rojas.
Yeah.
Bro. I can't. She jumped 51 feet, bro.
51 feet is wild.
I can't even, like, I'm not even at. Bro, I haven't even jumped 51, bro.
Wow, yeah.
So
she's different.
Rojas, bro. But if it's not Rojas, I'm trying to think. Jasmine Moore from Florida.
Yeah, no, she's been consistent all year.
Exactly.
She's been consistent all year.
Jasmine Moore. She's a sleeper.
Yeah,
for sure.
I feel like if they time her season already, she could definitely get a medal for sure.
Yeah, she kind of had a more quiet season this year compared to her Bowerman.
Yeah.
Caliber season last year. I can't even remember if she won the Bowerman.
She didn't. She didn't win the
Bowerman. Yeah, it was Abby.
It was Abby won last. She was nominated. She was in the top 3, but Abby won last year. Abby should have won. Abby was doing some crazy.
Abby was.
She was on a different level last year. But yeah, now we're finna go to in my opinion, the most fun events in the track and field, the relays. The relay last year was kind of crazy especially in the 4x1.
Mm-hmm.
As most people know, they don't know, Canada upset
America.
And my prediction, they gonna go back to back. Canada gonna win it again. Canada gonna win it again. I swear Canada gonna win it again. Their handoffs are too crisp, bro. No, it's gonna be Canada or GB.
Great Britain is
USA gonna get there. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Canada, GB, and USA.
I'm gonna say USA gonna spin back. They're gonna spin back and win this year,
bro.
Only because they have that. They have it that feeling of they lost like the
that was one hand. That was one handoff away.
Handoff away.
Like, it was one from Eli to Marv. It was one handoff away.
And then the relay is most likely gonna be. It's better than last year.
Oh, I don't know.
It's gonna be better than last year.
Okay, so the lineup probably gonna be CC, Chris Coleman, probably Noah or Fred on second or fourth, and then probably I'll put like
I'm putting Noah fourth leg. I don't care.
You put Noah fourth.
I'm putting Noah fourth.
Yeah,
bro.
I think
Noah's the greatest fourth leg.
He's a great fourth. So like it's gonna be Chris Coleman,
Christian Coleman, to Fred.
Then who gonna play? You got Cravant Charles, you got Courtney Lindsay. You still got
Lindsay.
You put Lindsay because his curve is good.
Third leg, yeah, and then
what about Arian? You can say Arian. I'm talking about Arian's curve. Put Arian on third, or you feel like Lindsay's flat foot speed is better than
Lindsay. Like his straight, like he kind of got that. Kind of got the same Christian Coleman-esque type running. Like
he kind of rocked to the side.
Yeah. Like he got that quick start.
Yeah. So you put him on third.
Yeah, I put him third.
Where you got USA winning.
Yeah, I got USA winning.
I think we getting third, bro. But for the
what you got for 4x4?
USA winning. We won like 5 years in a row.
Yeah.
USA.
Yeah, USA got the best 4x4.
Women's. USA beat Jamaica last year. Think it's gonna happen again?
No.
What you?
Jamaica's
coming back.
Jamaica's gonna come back.
Jamaica's gonna come back.
I'm not gonna lie. Jamaica's gonna win.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I don't think USA every time would be a little bit, but
and then for the 4x4, USA.
Yeah,
USA is the best in the 400.
Like, for sure,
the best. There's no question.
And that's gonna conclude the Shot Clock segment. I appreciate my Jose here and gone. We got one more segment going off. We call it the handoff. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Last segment of the day. We've had a pretty good talk. Yeah, appreciate my boy Zay being on the podcast. We got a little carried away with the last segment, but it's all good though. We passionate about track, so we gonna talk about it a little bit more. But last segment's called the handoff. This time we wrap everything up, you know. But I have a small question for you. But until we get to that, what we talk about today? We talked about first what's underrated. I feel like just track athletes, especially my boy Zay right here. How he's one of the best in the country at what he does, and he doesn't get the show or spotlight I feel like he deserves, especially within the city of Memphis. I feel like the city of Memphis and the overall track community needs to do better of highlighting the guys that are doing and guys that are doing what they're supposed to do. And Zay, what was your underrated again, bro?
Underrated was my frame.
His frame. So just kind of how he's come to himself to be a more confident jumper, you know, and because a lot of people don't look at him and think he gonna jump now, but then when he jump out the pit, jump 50'8", then people. That's what we talk about. Give us your PRs real quick. Your long triple jump PRs, just for the people at home.
Indoors, my triple jump PR is 50.5 and then long jump is 24.5. Yeah, 24.5.
Crazy.
And then outdoors, my long jump PR is 24.8, and then triple jump is 50'8". I wish I would have got 25. I feel like I would have got 25 at state if I didn't hurt my knee.
We gonna get there. We get there.
That's a story for another day.
But the part in the handoff is always to pay it forward. That's one thing I believe that all people should do. So Zay, who should I have on the podcast next? But the kick is you have to help me get them on the show. So who do you think would be a good fit for the underrated next?
The next fit for the underrated. It's a good story. For this kid from White Station, 800 runner.
What's his name?
I'm blanking right now.
You talking about Mr. Lowe?
Yeah, Jaron Lowe.
Yep.
Jaron Lowe. I'm glad you said his last name.
Yeah. He's a dog.
Jaron Lowe. Yeah, he has a really good underrated story. You know, his first year back from back into track, he couldn't compete last year because he had a heart condition, had to get heart surgery and all that.
Wow.
So the fact that he came back after all of that and stayed in the 800. Yeah. Kind of crazy.
It is crazy. I spoke to him a few times. He's appearing to be a pretty cool cat. So I would love to have him. Dude. I'd love to have him on the show. Well, that concludes episode 2 of the Underrated Podcast. Again, I appreciate my boy Zay for on the show. We had a pretty good conversation, I feel like. Yep. You know, just two boys from Memphis trying to put on for the city. Again, I'd like to thank God. I'm going to do that. I want to thank Kazukian for... You can laugh at me, it's all good. Thank you for Kazukian for letting me have it. Letting me use the show. We would lose the studio. And that'll be that. I'm trying to edit this podcast and get it out as soon as possible. And y'all stay blessed, stay loved, and peace. Appreciate it.